Hello and welcome to Sev's Figure Collection, and as you can probably see we've got a very big and heavy box from Buy. I may have gone on a bit of a splurge, which I shouldn't do because I'm really poor, but that's beside the point. As you can probably tell from the title, everything in this box is Monogatari related, so this is of course a Monogatari haul. This box is very heavy and I really want to get it open proper. Like, I've opened it to check everything was inside, but I haven't opened any of the stuff inside the box. So this is still like a live opening, if that makes sense. I hope you can get this box in frame because it's huge, but anyway, let me get it open and get some of the crap out of here, and then I can show off all the cool Monogatari stuff I have. Let's get to it. Okay, so here is the first box, and this is the heavy box, and it's heavy because it has books in it, or should I say light novels. Let me get it open and then I'll show you all what it is. I think you'll all find this really cool because I find this really cool. So let me grab my Stanley knife and we'll get this open. Okay, so here it is, and I'm going to kind of like tip the box. A money shots. Is that what iDubbbz used to call it? Something like that. Anyway, let me tip it and I'll show you what's in here because I think you'll get a good idea. It's probably in the thumbnail actually, so probably not a big surprise, but anyway. Can you see that? I hope the camera's picking that up. Yes, that is the Monogatari light novels in Japanese. I already have, obviously, the English ones up to Zoku because I just don't think Vertical's ever going to translate the off-season. It doesn't look like it, which is a real shame. But anyway, yeah. I want the Japanese ones, mainly because I think the covers look cool. To be honest with you, and this might be controversial to say, I prefer the English covers. I think they look better. I think the English light novels themselves look better than the Japanese ones. But the point is, I have these. Now, can I read them? No. I am learning Japanese, but if anyone else who's trying to learn the language, you'll realise how disgustingly horrible it is to learn, especially if you're an English speaker, because it's just a horrible language to learn. But I am learning. And Monogatari, I imagine, due to how much wordplay is in it, I imagine this is like one of the most horrible texts to read as well, if you're not familiar with the language. So it'll probably be many years before I can actually read any of these. But the point is, I have them, and I think they're really cool. And these are a lot cheaper than the English ones, and this probably realistically is the only way I'm ever going to have any off-season or monster season light novels, because I don't think Vertical's going to translate them, and that makes me very, very sad. So let me pull these out of the box and I guess show them one by one. This isn't every light novel. There's a few missing. It's got everything up to Zoku. Then I think Oroko, Waze, Masubi are missing from the off-season. And then from the monster season, I think it's missing Yoi, both Shinos. So we haven't got all of them yet, but in time I will have them all. So let me pick these out, and then I guess I'll show you Bake through to Ogi, I guess. Okay, I've got them all out. I'm pretty sure I've got them in the right order here. I'm pretty sure. I can kind of read some of the Japanese titles for them, and I recognise most of the covers, but I might have one or two of them in the wrong place. I hope I don't. So let me just show you, I guess, all the 22 or however many light novels are here, and then we get on to the next thing in the box. So yeah, I guess I'll show you them one by one. Bake Monogatari 1, Bake Monogatari 2, Kizu Monogatari, Nisei Monogatari 1, Nisei Monogatari 2, Neko Monogatari Kuro, Neko Monogatari Shiro, Kabuki Monogatari, Hana Monogatari, Atari Monogatari, Oni Monogatari, Koi Monogatari, Suki Monogatari, Kaomi Monogatari, Owari Monogatari Part 1, Owari Monogatari Part 2, Owari Monogatari Part 3, Zoko Owari Monogatari, Nade Monogatari, Shinobu Monogatari, Amari Monogatari, Ogi Monogatari. Yeah, so a lot of Monogatari light novels. Oh, and if you want to see, these are, the way light novels are, these are sleeves, and you can take out the actual book. Which, if you might notice, these red books are, well, it's the books from Anytime We're in Canberra's room, and we see the red books. It's based on, I'm not sure if it's based specifically on the Monogatari light novels being like this, or if there's other light novels that are just red inside. I'm not entirely sure, but this obviously does look like it. And I guess you can look at all the lovely kanji and hiragana and katakana in here. Oh. And I guess we get a bookmark with these as well. Nice. But the best part of this, obviously, is just the beautiful artwork in these, because the artwork in these light novels is beautiful. There's not many. It's like you get one piece of artwork per art. So I guess I'm not sure about Komi. I might check in a minute. Does Kaimi have every arc, because it's 12 arcs, they all have their own artwork? That'd be pretty cool if they did, but I'm not entirely sure. And also coming with this box from this seller with all these... Oh, I forgot to say, I got these off Macari, pre-owned. They're obviously not new, that cost me a fortune. These are pre-owned. I got them for a price on screen, I can't remember. So I thought that was a really good deal. No, I didn't get them on Macari, sorry. I bought them on Macari, then I didn't get it because someone else bought it, and then I got them on Yahoo Auctions Japan, sorry. So yeah, these are off Yahoo Auctions Japan for the time on screen. Not time on screen, price on screen, you know what I mean. So I got all these, and they threw in 2 extra things, which are these. Now, I'm not 100% sure what these are. They're audio CD things of some description. I have a feeling this is Hyakumonogatari. I've read Hyakumonogatari, like the English translation of the audio. Hyakumonogatari translates to like 100 stories. It's like a weird thing they do in schools in Japan or whatever, and because it had Monogatari in it, I know they made Hyakumonogatari, which is 100 short stories, and I mean like proper short stories. Some of them are like a few lines long, narrated by the characters in the show, just talking about stuff in school. It's pretty good actually. I recommend reading it because there's a good translation somewhere. I'll probably link in the description where you can read all of the Hyakumonogatari stuff. But if this is Hyakumonogatari, I won't be able to understand it per se, but I'll be able to listen to it and hear all the cool voice actors. And also now I've noticed what this artwork is, and that art is going to be important for later in the video, and that's quite a cool coincidence. So I'll put this aside because you'll know in a minute why this is cool artwork. This on the other hand, I have no clue what it is. It could be... Wait, 1 minute, let me find out what this is. Okay, actually, I think I do know what this is. Oh, there goes one. I'm not 100% sure, but I think these might be the Heroine Books. Again, I've read the short stories from the Heroine Books translated in English. I'm not sure if that's what these are. There's a lot of just stuff falling out of them, actually, because there seems to be one per girl. So my suspicions are that these are the Heroine Books. I'm not sure what the Heroine Books actually are, I just know they exist, and we have them for all 5 of the main Bakkei girls. And from the looks of it, they have some really nice artwork in it. I'll try to get some B-roll on screen, some of the pages at the moment. Obviously, I can't read any of this because it's in Japanese, but that's really cool. So I think these are Heroine Books. I'm not entirely sure. If they're not, I will put on screen but what they actually are. But these came bundled with these light novels. So if you're a Monogatari fan, I'm sure you can understand why all this is really exciting, and I'm really cool and happy about it. See, my words don't even match up because of how excited I am. So that's only the first box. We've got 2 more really to go, so I'll get the next one open, and it kind of links with this one. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Next up, we have these 2 green packages. What could these be? Well, let's get them open and I'll show you. What's this? More Monogatari light novels? Look, if I'm buying the whole set, I'm buying the whole set. So if you thought I was just not going to have the missing ones, no, I brought them separately because of course I did. I say that, I haven't got either the Shina Monogataris, mainly because they're the 2 last in the series, and so they're still basically going for retail price, where for the rest of these you can get them dirt cheap on Rakuten, or Rakuma. I think it's Rakuten I got all of these on, for like, we're talking like 100 to 500 yen per book, like not expensive in the slightest. And I got these just because I want the full set, so I'll get these open, show you which ones they are, and I don't think we're going to cover these bits much in the video just because, you know, it's just more light novels, and it's just me completing the set up until Ogi Monogatari, because I'll have to get Shino part 1 and 2 when their price goes down a little bit, just because it adds up, especially with shipping costs and stuff. So once their value goes below 1,000 yen, I'll probably put those 2 up, and I'll have the entirety of the Monogatari light novels, which I'm very happy about. So let's get these open, and then I'll show you the 4 light novels that complete the set. Okay, so here are the 4. We have Roko Monogatari, and Waze Monogatari, and Musubi Monogatari. So that rounds off the off-season. Then we have Yoi Monogatari, so that rounds off the monster season minus the 2 Shino Monogataris. So yeah, it's the same deal as these other ones. They're just, you know, light novels, and they're really cool, and I can't read them, but they're really cool. So I'm very excited, you know. I'm going to have, I'll show B-roll of it. I'll have a display on, because on my bottom shelf I've got all my English Monogatari light novels, and I have a few other books and light novels and stuff. And then obviously on the top shelf now, if there's room, I'm going to have all of the Japanese light novels. And I'm probably going to put my Monogatari prize figures on there, just because I need room in the detail, and I think they'll look very good on top of the light novels. So obviously, I'll probably show it on screen now, See, look, isn't it cool? You can see all the Bakke girls on Thompson Books. Really cool. So we have one more package, and it's not as exciting as Light Novels in my opinion, but it's still really cool. And I'm sure it'll make my good friend Eddie Hates Anime check out his channel. I'm sure he'll be very annoyed that I've got this. But this is revenge for you getting my grail before me. And here's the last package in a Amazon box, even though it came from Monogatari, not Amazon, but who knows. And this is very exciting. This is the Emotion Style Araki Kayomi figure. I think it's technically a prize figure. No, it is a scale. Okay, it's a 1/8 scale. God, do they make Monogatari figures that aren't 1/8? Because all my Monogatari figures are 1/8, and I want some 1/7s because I think they look better. But yeah, this is the Emotion Style. And now do you realise why I said this was really cool? Because, oh, okay, let me take this wrapping off first, because obviously you won't... Basically, this is Araki based on that artwork, but you can't see it, so... There we go. See, you can see him now. He's in a vampire costume, like a traditional one. And what is he in this artwork? He's in a vampire one. You can also get Hanekawa Senjukahara. I almost bought this version of Senjukahara with Araki, but I didn't want to spend the money. I will get her soon, very soon. I'm not sure about Hanekawa. I just don't like how the figure looks in real life for this artwork. It's annoying because I kind of want all three to complete the set. But Hanekawa seems to be the most expensive of them, at least what I found on Monogatari, and I just don't like it as much, so I probably will get eventually, but not anytime soon. But I am really looking to get Senjukahara Josh the Crab because it's really cool. So yeah, we've got the Emotion Style 1/8 Araki Kayomi, and there's like no Araki figures, so this is about as good as you'll do unless you want Figmas, or I think there's like 1 or 2 prize figures of him, but like this is like the only scale of him, and it's a really nice looking scale, so I'm kind of happy I've got it. I got this for, again, I can't remember, price on screen, and I got this off Monogatari using Bai, of course, because Bai is amazing. And this video isn't sponsored, so you know I'm saying it properly, and not because those last 2 videos were sponsored, but you know, or would it be last 2 because I think the Mega Man videos come out already. But, you know, me filming and me uploading for these videos is, who knows the timeline. But yeah, Araki is one of my favourite characters of all time, one of my favourite protagonists of all time, one of my favourite characters in Monogatari, which is my favourite series of all time, so I really like Araki, and I'm so glad to have a figure of him now, because you always get with the series, like the harem type series, so Monogatari, Konosuba, ReZero, blah blah blah, you never get figures of the main character. Like, there's like 1 Kazuma scale that exists, and it doesn't look very good, and it's really expensive, and there's like 1 Subaru scale, and it's him on is it Patricia? What's his Grand Dragon called? With Rem. And the figure's like really small for no reason. That's like the only Subaru figure for some reason. So just make scales of Subaru and Kazuma and I'll be very happy. But it's nice to be actually having an Araki scale, and it's a cool looking one. The reason that I said that this figure would make Eddie mad is because Eddie brought this figure for retail price off Amazon. And it cost him a lot of money. And I've got this way cheaper off Monogatari. So suck it, Eddie. I've got your figure. I'm only doing this, it might be mean to me, because he went and just got my grail before me, even though I was moaning to him like, I want my grail, and then he just goes and buys it, and like, what the hell, Eddie? They could buy people's grails for them, before them. So, I'm taking revenge by buying this figure, just to spite him. No, I'm not. I really like this figure, and I've wanted it for a while, and I saw it kind of cheap on Monogatari, and I just had to pick it up. But I'm sure you're sick of just seeing it in the box. Let me unbox this beauty, and then I guess it'll go in the detail where the prize figures are at the moment, because they obviously go on the shelf. So he'll take that place. Because I think that originally, when I get my grail, that top shelf will just become an Onoke shrine, because who doesn't need an Onoke shrine? I think everyone does. So I don't know where he's going after that, but for now, he's going to go into detail. So for now, I need to get him out of the box. So here is Araki, and he's crouching down, and he's a 1/8, so he's tiny. Well, for scale standards, he's quite small, but he does look just amazing, let's be honest here. I think Araki just in a vampire, like a classic vampire for it really weirdly suits him. I don't know, it just does. And Araki, I just think has it's a plain design, but it's a really beautiful design. Well, handsome design. He's a guy, not a girl. Yeah, handsome design. This one especially, great. Really cool thing about this figure is you can take off his Hoge and you can change it to like a quizzical question mark one. I'll B-roll of it at the moment just because I don't know how to do it yet. I don't want to be like fiddling while trying to keep him in camera and trying to possibly break him. So yeah, so I think when I get the Senjikahara, especially, he's gonna look I think he's gonna look really neat with them two next to each other. So I think you can understand why Eddie paid so much money for this figure, because it looks amazing. And yeah, I do like this figure, but I feel it's kind of lackluster compared to the light novels. Maybe you other people think the figure's cool in the light novels, but I think the light novels are by far cool in the figure. But you know, it wouldn't be much of a Monogatari haul if I just had light novels, so I had to get a figure as well. Because this is Seth's figure collection, not Seth's light novel collection. I hope I don't get into the rabbit hole of just buying Japanese light novels now, because I feel that's an easy hole to fall in and a lot of money wasted and a lot of space taken up for just me having just volumes and volumes of light novels I can't read. I'll put on some B-roll on screen right now of Araki in the detail, and I'm sure he looks great. So yeah, there's not much more for me to say really. I guess this was a Monogatari haul. I spent a lot of money, but I think I'm really happy with the money I've spent. I don't regret buying any of this, and I think it's really cool that Bai consolidated all this into a nice box for me, because it was stuff all over the place and it was really reasonable, the price as well. I did have a shipping coupon, I will admit, so I didn't really pay my shipping at all, but like even so, the total shipping cost for the amount of stuff I had, it was like 10 kilograms of stuff, was really reasonable. So non-sponsored, but Bai is great, use Bai. Anyway, on to the outro. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. Comment of the week comes to my good friend Otaku Dreams, and you know me. If it's Megami, then I've got to show some love. If you're interested in my literary endeavours, why not check out my books Gang Fluid Justice and People of Fate Volume 1, available at Amazon.com. And if you want to help support this channel even further, then consider pledging to my Patreon, where for as little as £2.75 a month, you can get your name at the end of the video like Hikari Desu and 7SO. So with all that said and done, I've been Seth the Sin, the Deadly Sin of Geek, and I'm signing out. Stay safe, everyone.